Look, if something doesn't work, eventually you got to try something different, right? So that's what President Obama has to do if he wants to get anywhere with this Congress. He has to change his strategy. He has to change his positions. He may already have started. Just this week, for instance, he offered to drop corporate tax rates from 35% to 28%, which is what congressional Republicans have been pushing for. So naturally, they rejected it. Because in exchange for lower rates, you see, the president also wanted more government spending to create middle-class jobs. Apparently, Republicans are against creating middle-class jobs, at least when it's Obama's idea. But what if he announced he was against creating jobs, too? Wouldn't they have to be in favor? I mean, sure, they hate government spending and higher taxes, but as much as they hate Barack Obama? I don't think so. Healthcare reform, for instance, perfect example, isn't it? Obamacare, which they've tried to repeal, what, 40 times? Sounds kind of obsessive, you know? Anyway, when Mitt Romney did it in Massachusetts, universal coverage, individual mandates, Republicans thought it was a fine idea until Obama proposed it. Then it was socialism, tyranny. The same with everything else he's tried to do. They're against it. So what if he's against it too? What if he does a complete 180 on some key issues? Infrastructure, for instance. He can say he doesn't care if highways fall apart and bridges collapse any more than they do. They'll have work crews out there by morning. More food stamps. He can say he wants to cut food stamps for millions of poor people, just like they do. They'll double the funding. Or climate change. Obama says he doesn't believe in science. They'll have to believe. Immigration reform. He starts insulting Hispanics. They'll have to defend them. And, okay, maybe that one's asking too much. But mostly it's brilliant. If he's for what they're for, they'll have to be against it. And if he's against what they're against, they'll have to be for it. Are there risks? Sure, the Republicans could ditch their total knee-jerk opposition to anything this president says or does, take his new positions and declare victory. But I've got faith in them. It's hard to stop those jerks.